Well, how are you doing, you beautiful, beautiful people? I hope you are all well. You're looking amazing, so no, I'm guessing that you are, and if you're not, don't worry, because you still look amazing. So anyway, this is video 2 of 3 today. So if you've not seen any, make sure that you check them out. I do about 2 to 3 videos every day. So if you've not been keeping up, go back and have a look and see if there's any that you've missed. And in this video, we're talking about Sebastian Rogers case. Now, I try and stay away from the Sebastian Rogers case to a certain degree, purely because it's just turned into complete and utter carnage. And I think the vast majority of you who have been following it will understand exactly why. But look, there comes a time when you do have to come in, you do have to talk about things and sort of let people know how you feel about things, because ultimately this channel started, talking about these crimes against young adults and children, and it's going to remain one of the foundations of this platform. The downside is there is just so much of it, it's hard to keep up with it. And the downside is as well, there seems to be things that go hand in hand. And we're seeing that becoming more virulent now in the Sebastian Rogers case. And that is, look, statistically, when something happens to a child, 9 times out of 10, it's generally the family, the caregivers, the people closest to these children that are at the heart of the problem. Now, whether that be directly or indirectly, that's just the way it is, because these people just seem to have children, but feel like they can carry on their lives like teenagers. In some cases, they just don't care. They don't offer the right environment for the child. They're neglectful. They're sometimes hateful and resentful. And sometimes they have children that may pose difficulties and they just don't know how to handle it. And they handle it badly. And I've seen that firsthand in real life, not just on the internet. In fact, I deal with it quite often. And look, what I will say is, with respect of the Sebastian Rogers case, which is seemingly turned into Wienergate, because we have this situation with Tony Mathis at the moment, where it seems like there's a possibility that something looked like he'd flashed his noodle on the screen when he was on a live to females. Look, I don't know. It looks like he was using a green screen. Maybe what happened and the kind of the artifact of the green screen just really stitched him up like a kipper. But it is what it is. It did look like Wienergate. And, the only thing that I would say is, I'm not sure if you had one like that, you would want to be bragging about it. But there you go. It's one of those things. And who knows how that will go. But I know that there has been some backlash about that. I believe Tony Mathis has reached out to the FBI, to try and get it shut down, that people are taking the piss out of his pee-pee. But what I'm saying, it's crazy, isn't it? We saw this type of circus behaviour in the Summer Wells case, and it just happens that this is the same area, and we're seeing almost a mirror image in cases. But we have issues now with Seth Rogers, because Seth Rogers recently sent out the cease and desist letters, and it seems that has backfired. Seth Rogers has been on a live stream again, and basically saying that law enforcement have reached out to him about these cease and desist letters. Now, he says that it's about he was sort of being up in arms that he sent it out. But the question is how did he think this was going to go? Did he not realise how that would look and how that could potentially backfire? Ultimately, whether you like the way that people are or not, people want to know what happened to your child. They want to know where Sebastian is. They want to make sure that, this little boy is found. And when the behaviour of the adults around him screams out, there's an issue, there's a red flag, something's happening here, something isn't right here, people are going to latch onto that. And it's not their fault for doing that. That's because of the statistics of these type of cases and what we have learned previously. And when you've got all of the adults around this child behaving in the manners with which we've seen, Can't you understand why people are questioning what they question, why they feel the way they do? What you should think is this. You should think as a family, look, we don't really have anything to hide, and people are going to think what they're going to think. But at the very core of it, it doesn't matter because we have nothing to hide. There's no risk to us, and there is only reward to Sebastian because it keeps his name out there. It keeps him in the spotlight. It keeps the likes of JLR, for instance, who does live streams every day, and he will cover Sebastian Rogers' case every day, and he will show his face every day. So that is getting seen by thousands of people in the mind. Where's Sebastian? Where's Sebastian? Where's Sebastian? Have you seen him? And that's what you need. Now, I know I don't have anything to hide. So if one of my children went missing, why would it fucking bother me if people didn't like something about me or they had a comment about me? Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're never going to avoid that. But you should be your focus should purely be on your son. Can my son's name being spoken every single day by multiple people to multiple thousands of people, is that a bad thing? Or do we shut everyone down so nobody talks about him and nothing happens and it just gets forgotten about and everybody moves on to the next thing? We saw the disparity between Michael Vaughan case and Summer Wells case. Yes, there was no conclusion in the Summer Wells case, but there are still people now talking about Summer Wells. They're talking about doing a video on the 15th of June, marking the 3 years since she went missing. What about Michael Vaughan? Do you hear anything mentioned about the Michael Vaughan case? Despite the huge comparisons between the two and the confusion, the upset, the nature of what happened to Michael Vaughan, you don't hear about it because it got shut down immediately, so nobody dared mention it. And we have two cases now that are tragic. Two tragic cases. One destroyed by the tomfoolery, the circus that it became in the Summer Wells case, and the other little boy, Michael Vaughan, because no one dared fucking speak about him. So it just gets forgotten about and becomes a cold case. And that's what's going to happen in the Sebastian Rogers case. And the sad thing is, it will be the parents and step-parent who do it. And they're seemingly doing it for what reason? What? Because they don't like people saying things negative about them? Or because they truly have something to hide that they don't want people digging into? Now, Seth Rogers has also stated that he is a suspect in the disappearance, and he doesn't know why. He's just, me, I'm upset about it. Yeah, you might be upset about it, but of course you're a fucking suspect now, because you've made yourself a suspect. Statistical analysis, as aforementioned, generally points towards when something happens to a child, it is you guys. And the way that you are behaving will absolutely make you look guilty. So don't blame everyone else or wonder why it happened. Are you an idiot? It happened because of your actions and inactions. You've got to decide what it is that you want. Do you want your child's name out there? Do you want everybody looking? Everybody's turning over every stone that they possibly can because it could be something that leads to somewhere that will find your child. Or are you so hell-bent on hiding the shit that you don't want people to say, or you feel a little bit upset that they're fucking side-eyeing you because that's how it generally is, you're willing to sacrifice your child for that? I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's fucking ludicrous to me. I haven't got a cease and desist letter. And if I do, I'm going to write bollocks on it and I'm going to show it on screen. Because this is utter bollocks. This entire situation is. Where's Sebastian? What happened to him? Let's cut all the crap now and understand that he's what's important. Not fucking Peckergate, not your hurt feelings or anything else. Where's Sebastian? I'll catch you all in the next one.